more worried about, oh, too much. Aren't you meant to put the things in?
Oh dear, I've got loaves. I didn't even mean that. Yes, this is good. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh dear. So, Winsome, what do you reckon has been the most exciting time in ministry for you? And tell us a little bit about that and why it was.
I think it was when Kelvin and I were appointed to Darwin. And I think it was exciting because we saw this reconnection happening with the community, and we had a really close connection with the AOD Centre. We saw a number of people's lives changed, and people came to faith,
great.
People's sobriety and being clean was almost sustained by being in a supportive community. That was just a time of really almost a revival of seeing God at work, and it was like God was just doing something almost regardless. You know, it was just energising, had great people around us in part of the core leadership team. So that would be that for me. What about for you?
Yeah, mine's probably fairly similar. So look, there's 3 in a row that I could have chosen from. One was a plant at East Lakes, which was very, very exciting. And on the other side was Papua New Guinea, but in the middle of that was Auburn. And he was a very beautiful white core in the middle of probably the most multicultural part of Sydney. And had a young guy come and his wife, he was a black South African and I was the white girl, and the congregation, after a little struggle, thought, we've got to go that way, and we saw our first African family turn up, and then by the end of that time there were 26 nations worshipping together, and the most exciting of times where people would get saved and develop in their relationship with Jesus, and every week the mercy seat would be lined and people just really seeking God. So I think it was a delightful time. So just loved it, and similar to you, it brings you alive, doesn't it? Because you can see what can be, and then you just want that more and more, I think.
And it's busy.
Oh yeah. Would you have done anything much differently?
I don't think there's too much that I would change. I mean, the things I would change is I think I'd be even more encouraging of our local people who are working so hard and contributing, acknowledge that, you know, we're all on the same team here, all working for the same goal. We would perhaps fine-tune or tweak some things. I don't know that we'd do anything drastically different.
Because it was all about relationship, all about community and seeing people grow.
It was about, because I believe authentic Christian community is transformational.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
You just place people into, you know, Christian community where people are loved, where they're known and where they can serve, and they just want to contribute and know this God that the community worships and serves. So
I think I would say exactly the same. Not too much that I'd want to change, but it's that community part, isn't it? And the growth of people and the delight you see when you see that. And that's just really exciting, isn't it?
It's like a glimpse of heaven on earth. And I think that's what excited me, is that, you know, God was doing his work and we were privileged to be a part of that. And he was using us and the people around us to bring about people's understanding of his love and grace.
So I reckon this Salvation Army idea that God had was a pretty good one, and we've probably seen it at its best in places like that. Fast forward now, we don't get to be in core, which probably we'd love to some days. How do you see this now playing out in a post-COVID, post-modern, post-Christian world? Can God still do it?
I say we have to believe that, but it's not like a have to. It comes out of the heart. That God's future, or for the Salvation Army, it's got to be even better than the past. It'll just be different. I think as we're going to need more or see more diversity across what a Salvation Army core or community of faith looks like into the future, and I think that's okay.
So I reckon we're going to scatter a lot of seeds, Winsome, and let's see what God brings to flower.
Not these ones, but our communities of faith, the seeds that we're sowing. I think people need to nurture those with prayer.
So we're going to believe big and believe that the best days are still coming for the Salvation Army.
And
we want to be
there
part of that.
are hundreds and thousands more people who we want to find hope in Christ and who we want to release into ministry for the kingdom's sake.